Welcome to Google Docs, Google's version of a word processing program. If you have any familiarity with Microsoft Word or Apple's Pages, learning Google Docs is going to be easy. It's just a matter of finding out where all the tools and features you're used to using are located. In this short video, we're going to discuss the layout, tools and features, as well as a few tips and tricks. In the top left corner, you'll notice we have the name or title of our document. At any point in time, you can just click on that name and rename it. To the right, you'll have a folder icon, which is showing you where that particular file is located in your drive. Directly underneath those is your menu bar. Your menu bar consists of a number of different items, housing tools and features of the program. I'd take some time and go through these and see all the options underneath each one of these drop-down menus, because this is where a lot of the tools for this program exist, and getting to know where they are is going to help you in the long run. Directly underneath that is our toolbar. Our toolbar you're probably accustomed to seeing with all the word processing programs. It houses different tools and features such as fonts, font size, bold, italicized, underline, bulleted lists, indentations and alignments, things like that. These all can also be found directly underneath the Format button. In the top right corner, just as we do in many of the Google applications, is our Share button, in which we can select individuals or groups to share this particular document with in order to collaborate on a project. One of the first tools or features I'm going to go over real fast is underneath the File button. Underneath the File button, we have an option called Page Setup. At the beginning of any file, you may want to come in here and adjust the settings. Here you can adjust it to landscape or portrait mode, as well as the page size and color. Important to note also, here you can adjust the margins for your page. Simply make the changes you desire, click OK, and the document adjusts accordingly. Next, we're going to jump down to the toolbar. On the toolbar, you'll see a number of different options. Two right next to one another look very similar. One is the Styles button and the other is the font. Now the font we know, adjusts the look of our text. But the Styles button not only adjusts the look and size of a particular text, but it also has some hidden features with it as well. So if I go into our document here and I highlight the title, we'll notice that the style of this particular text is title. If we come down here to Introduction, here we have heading 1, and directly underneath that is just some normal text. Now you might be asking yourself, other than looks and aesthetics, what's the big difference? Well, if we come up to the Insert button, at any point in time, let me click here, you can go ahead, there we go, and insert a table of contents. This table of contents will house all these different titles and headings and actually allow your viewers to interact with them to jump to different points within your project. Under the View button, a very similar option is View Document Outline or Show Document Outline. This achieves the same thing. Okay. I'm going to hide this for now. And we're going to go on and talk about another feature on our toolbar, the Insert Link button. Okay. So within your online digital documents, you can add links to different websites, other files within your drive. You can do so by simply clicking on the link button and typing in a website. Or if there's text that you have that you'd like to be turned into a link or a button, highlight that text and click the link button. And you would type in that website just as we did before. What you'll also notice is that there's some suggestions beneath the link space as well. One of them being headings again. You can actually create links to different headings throughout your document. So now this word introduction actually is just a link to one of my other headings. One of the last things, few things that I want to touch on in this short video is adding an image. So here we're going to click Insert Image, which is also found underneath the Insert button. And we have a number of ways we can insert pictures. We can add pictures we have saved to Drive or our computer. We can take a snapshot even if we have a webcam. But today we're going to do Search the Web. And with the Search the Web option, you simply type in the content that you're looking for, and Google pulls up a number of copyright-free pictures that you can use. So I'm going to select this picture, and once you do so, you'll have an Insert button in the bottom right corner. And we just select Insert, and that picture is added to our document. Once it's added, we simply select it, and we can do a number of different things, such as resize it and change the way the text interacts with our photo. Okay? So if we want the text to be in line, we can have the text wrap around it. So if I move it down here, okay, so we have inline, wrap, and break. Wrap and break, you'll notice you have a margin option as well. This allows you to decide how close you want that text to be around that particular image. Another thing you may have noticed is that our toolbar is now changed. The toolbar will display only the tools and features applying to that particular element. In this case is a photo. If we select our text again, we get our toolbar pertaining to text, image options. Okay? And then lastly, you have bulleted list options, just as you do in all the other word processing programs. You can add numbered lists, bulleted lists, as well as choose from different styles. Okay? One of the things to note here, hitting Enter will drop you down to your next bullet. If we hit Tab, we get an indent. And if we actually hold Shift and hit Enter, we drop down to a second line to add more. And if we decide to hit Enter again, our bulleted list still continues. That's a good option if you have more text to add, but you don't need another bullet. Shift Enter will drop you down, and then you can still continue with your bulleted list below that. All right. Hopefully you've learned a few new things in this short video. Feel free to check out all the content in the HyperDoc for this lesson, as well as all the other videos for the rest of this online course. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week with Google Slides.